Good morning, children. In previous class, we discussed about the factors of photosynthesis in autotrophic plants. Let me revise once again them. The four factors of photosynthesis are: first one is carbon dioxide, and second one is water, and third one is sunlight, and fourth one is chlorophyll. And we discussed about the carbon dioxide and water. Now in this class we are going to learn about the sunlight is essential for performing photosynthesis in green plants. Sunlight is necessary to form starch in green plants. So listen children carefully. Before starting this topic, I want to say an important thing for you. While you are attempting the answer, so you must follow these four headings. First one is aim, and second one is apparatus, and third one is procedure, and fourth one is conclusion. So if you follow these four headings, you will get good marks. Coming to lesson children, first heading, aim. Aim means what? So what we want to prove by this experiment? So we want to prove sunlight is necessary to perform photosynthesis in green plants. Second one is apparatus. Apparatus means what we need for doing this experiment. So we need a healthy potted plant and a black paper. Black paper. So I taken here a design, triangle design I taken here, and next paper clips. Third one is paper clips. So you can get in bookstore. We need 4. And next iodine solution. Okay. The third heading is procedure. Here you have to draw a neat diagram, and step by step, wise you have to write how you are conducting the experiment. The first we need a potted healthy plant. Before starting the experiment, the plant must be destarched. Destarched, it means we have to remove starch from this whole plant. So how to remove? By keeping 2-3 days in dark room. So what happens during this 2-3 days dark room? During these days, the plant utilizes total starch from its body for surviving itself, and the starch completely disappears from its body. Choose a long leaf for experiment and take the black paper, whatever we cut into triangular shape, and take this paper and fix the middle of the leaf by using paper clips. While you are fixing the paper clip, you must be careful. The sunrays should not enter through the black paper. Now total this plant with pot you have to place under the sunlight for 3 or 4 hours. Then after, just to take inside, and whatever we chosen for experiment, you have to remove the leaf from the plant. So then after, we have to do iodine test. So how to do iodine test? Already we discussed how to do iodine test. So before doing iodine test, the leaf must be boiled in the alcohol. Then the green color will be disappear. The leaf will turn into white in color. Then after, apply few drops of the iodine solution throughout the surface of the leaf. Then after, we have to observe. See children, after applying of the iodine solution over the leaf, you will get here 2 colors here. Here white in color and here bluish black. So what is the reason? So bluish black color denotes the presence of the starch. This whitish color denotes absence of the starch. Because of, due to the photosynthesis, starch was prepared here under the bluish color. So in this white in color, there is no performance of the photosynthesis and there is no presence of the starch. So what is the reason? See here, I will explain you. This part, so which is exposed under the sunlight, we are getting here sunlight and carbon dioxide from the outside and water from the part, and chlorophyll is present in the inside of the leaf. So it performed the photosynthesis and they prepared the starch. So when we applied iodine solution, they turned into bluish black. So whatever this area here, it is getting water from the pot and carbon dioxide from outside because of under the leaf. And next, chlorophyll also present inside of the leaf. So what about here sunlight? So sunlight is, it cannot fall under leaf because of this black paper is obstructing. Obstructing means stopping the sun rays. So sun rays falling on the paper, but they could not enter inside of the leaf. That is the reason. So for factors, 4 factors you know must. What are those? Carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, chlorophyll. So the area which is under the black paper getting only carbon dioxide, water and chlorophyll, but not sunlight. So photosynthesis has not occurred here. Starch also, the starch is not prepared. So when we applied over this area iodine solution, it did not turn into bluish black. The still remains it's a white in color because of absence of the starch. Because of there was no performance of the photosynthesis. So what is the final conclusion here? So for sunlight is a essential factor for performance of the photosynthesis. So this is the conclusion. Children, we are going to learn about chlorophyll and photosynthesis. John Hingenhaus wanted to find out more information about the photosynthesis, and he conducted several experiments. Several questions were raised in his mind, such as: is photosynthesis occurred only in green leaves? How is it that new leaves which look dark red in color in several plants turn green? Do plants having reddish, yellowish and purple leaves also carry out photosynthesis? Is the photosynthesis performed even in green-colored animals like some birds? But until the 1870, the John Hingenhaus and other scientists they did not get any answers for these questions. In 1817, Pellicer and Cavendish they worked together and they obtained green substance from the green leaves and given the name to the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a pigment and meaning is green leaf. And they found other pigments also like carotenoids and phycobilins. They discovered chlorophyll, but they did not discover the location of the chlorophyll in the cell. In 1883, Julius von Sachs discovered the location of the chlorophyll, and he observed the chlorophyll is located in the special organelle in chloroplast. Each cell consists of 40 to 100 chloroplasts in specially stomatal guard cells and ground tissues. Tears of a plant leaf. When we observe a transection of a leaf under the microscope, so we can find over the leaf a transparent layer is appeared. Its name is cuticle. Below the cuticle, upper epidermis is located, and here lower epidermis. So this leaf is covered with upper epidermis and lower epidermis, and center place takes place below the epidermis. Upper epidermis, palisade parenchyma is located here. Palisade parenchyma. So here dots, have you seen children? Each dot denotes a chloroplast. So when we observe clearly under the electron microscope, this dot can give the structure of a chloroplast. And these chloroplasts are present in more in number in palisade parenchyma. And next here, spongy parenchyma. So below the palisade parenchyma, spongy parenchyma is located. Spongy parenchyma consists of less number of chloroplasts here. Here dots, have you seen children here dots here? Each dot is indicates a chloroplast. And center part of the leaf is located vascular bundle. So this is it is a vascular bundle. Here you can see here when we call a midrib. So when we call a midrib, here center place. So this center place denotes the vascular bundle. So vascular bundle consists of two types of the tissues. One is xylem and the next one is phloem. Xylem and phloem forms together called vascular bundle. So xylem is supplies the water to every part of the plant, and phloem supplies the starch. It stores the starch in various parts of the body. Spongy parenchyma consists of 8 spaces. Lower epidermis consists of stomata. Stomata means tiny holes. Stomata is made up of with the guard cells. These guard cells give the protection to the stomata. So, stomata helps to exchange of the gases from outside to inside and inside to outside. So these guard cells are giving protection to the stomata. Until the 1954, lot of scientists tried to separate the chloroplast from the cell. But 1954, Daniel Arnav, he could separate the chloroplast from the cell organelle, and he observed under the electron microscope the structure of the chloroplast. So when we observe the cross section of the chloroplast clearly, we can observe here a chloroplast is covered with 3 membranes. Chloroplast is covered with 3 membranes. Third membrane converted into the grana. So it is a staked stack-like structures. They arranged one above the another. So this group of the grana is called grana thylakoid. And next chloroplast. Each chloroplast consists of a nucleus. Nucleus is the very important to the chloroplast. And the liquid-like structures is spread throughout the chloroplast. It is called stroma. One grana thylakoid and another grana thylakoids are connected with the stroma thylakoid. It is a stroma thylakoid. So this one is a grana thylakoid and its inner liquid portion is called stroma, and 2 grana thylakoids are connected with the stroma thylakoid. And when we observe inside of the chloroplast, we can find out a starch grains and lipid granules. Starch grains and lipid granules. Grana thylakoid is a site of the receiving solar energy, and chlorophyll is located in the grana thylakoid or grana, and stroma is the site of the enzymatic reactions. Grana is consists of a pigment of chlorophyll, and it is a site of the trapping of solar energy, and the enzymatic reactions will take place in the stroma. Like the chlorophyll consists of an atom of magnesium. Magnesium receives the solar energy from the outside. There are 2 types of the chlorophylls are there. The chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Chlorophyll A consists of pigment of blue-green color, and chlorophyll B consists of yellowish green in color. This is photosynthesis. The several reactions will occur in chloroplast. Those are conversion of light energy to chemical energy. Light energy or solar energy convert into the chemical energy in the form of the carbohydrates or starch. This starch is stored in various parts of the plant. Next, splitting of water molecule. So H2O is the molecule of the water. It is separating as hydrogen molecule and oxygen molecule. This oxygen evolved into the outer environment. Next, reduction of carbon dioxide. So reduction means losing of oxygen. For better understanding of these 3 reactions, we are going to learn into next class. Bye children.